Today I want to show you the ultimate casement venting picture window. I want to show you how to remove the sash, replace the locks, and take off the covers and stuff like that. And if you find this video informative, please consider hitting the subscribe button below, and that helps me out. So let's get started. So one of the first things I want to show you is how to remove the hardware covers, which will expose you to the lock mechanism. And from there, we can go ahead and remove the sash. First, we're going to go ahead and open the window. When you lift this up, this opens 2 inches to give you the airflow through there. Go ahead and then open the other side. Now we're going to remove this bottom hardware cover. You can take a utility knife along here if it's been painted. If not, we're going to go ahead and take our putty knife and we're going to put it in this gap down here. Okay, go ahead and take your sharpened, stiffened putty knife and put it in here in this gap. And you're going to lift this up and you're going to work your way all the way down. Okay, and we'll pop that off and take it out of the way. Okay, at the top of the window, same thing. Just take your putty knife here. And as you can see that we use the kerf and barb system where everything here is a friction fit. Okay, next we can remove the side covers. Same thing, if you got a utility knife, just score the paint lines if you need to. On this side, if you can't get this putty knife in there, sometimes you can take it behind this little lock here to get it started, and then that gives you a little room there to remove these. Okay, go ahead and remove this side. That'll expose you to this whole locking mechanism. A common part that I've seen broke is this lock here, either this piece or this piece, usually because someone didn't remove the shipping blocks. They usually put shipping blocks behind here to help keep the window square until they install it, and people don't know that, and then they end up forcing this lock, or there could be some other issues going on and they force this lock and break it. So relatively simple, just remove the screws, and these are a handed part, so you have to specify left or right, and they come off relatively easy. It fits in this slot here, so if you just get your new lock, make sure that this piece here goes in that slot, and then you can reattach it. Every once in a while I get one of these windows that lock really hard, and what I like to do to get it to lock a little easier is I'll shim this keeper out, and I like to use some of these little washers, and I'll put them behind this keeper, and I'll also put them behind this one as well, on top and the bottom. Now that should usually help with the locking of the window. Now, if you should ever have to replace this whole mechanism, which I've never had to do, but if you have to remove the sash first, and I'll show you how to do that. Before I remove this bottom sash, some models will have a cable that's attached here into the frame. You're going to have to unscrew that bracket or unscrew it from here. And since I'm by myself, Marvin gives me these tools, or you can get these through Marvin, so it holds the window while you detach the hardware, and you just set them there, and just screw it. And as you can see, it's got a profile, so it goes around the weather stripping there. And this is what it looks like from this side. So it'll hold the weight of the sash for you. In order to remove the sash from the hardware, you got to remove this from this pin. And I don't know if you can see here, there's a little thing right there, you push that in, and then you can put a screwdriver in here and separate those two. And that's what that little release mechanism looks like right there. And then you got to do that on all 4 of them. Of course, this is always easier with 2 people. Okay, we got the sash released, and we can go ahead and take it and set it to the side. Now, if you ever have to replace this screen mesh, this is just on there with some double-sided tape. Comes out like that. Just cut the new ones to fit. This does come apart. It is snapped together like that to keep that screen in there. I wouldn't mess with that. If you ever had to replace it, just order the whole piece, put the new pieces in, and then put your corners in. This can be a little challenging for you. Okay, it should look like that when you're done. With the sash removed, if you need to replace any of this hardware, now would be the time to do it. So since I don't have to do that here, I'm going to go ahead and reinstall the sash, and you may want to have some help on this, especially when you're trying to get these little nubs or studs back in these holes, and you need to make sure they're squeezed really tight, or if you don't, the window can fall out. So let me get to that. So as you can see, those hooks at the bottom are real handy for if you're by yourself. You will have to lift up on the sash to get those in. Be sure to get that stud in that hole, and you may have to kind of lift up on the window a little bit. And make sure that you really squeeze these tight, because if you don't, and that little thing that holds that on pushes out, you open your window one time and the whole thing's going to fall out. So it's very important to do that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove these now that we get all those attached. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and reattach the cable that's on the bottom and top to help secure that in. And I'm going to go ahead and reinstall these hardware covers. Well, I hope this video gives you the confidence that you need to go into your next job to repair one of these. And if it does, please consider hitting the subscribe button below, and that helps me out with YouTube. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.